What we're going to try to do today is start up this Chevy C10. This is a long-term project for me and my father. We have made all the preparations necessary to start up this brand new, freshly rebuilt engine. The only thing that's left now is to pull the distributor, prime the oil system, fill the float bowls of the carburetor with fuel, and give it a try. So that's what we're going to do now.
Alright, so what we got to do is pull the distributor out, take the cap off, pull the distributor out, get our priming tool and feed it down into the oil pump. You get it in the oil pump, and we're going to run the oil pump and see if we got pressure.
There you go. 30.
That's it?
That's it, 30. Oh. 40.
All right.
You want more than that?
Yeah, we expected more. The other gauge said more. The other gauge said 50. How about that?
Went right in?
Went right in, but it's not pointing in the right spot. That's close. Okay, we can live with that. Let's tighten it down. That went in easy.
You want to take it back out?
No.
Now we want to spark everything.
There.
Great.
And now the thing I think we should do is we should crank it over, not trying to start it, but see where the timing mark is on the flywheel.
Okay.
And we do that by not giving it any gas.
Okay.
We have to have the ignition hooked up in order for it to work though.
Okay.
All right?
So how do you want to, what do you want to do?
Let's get a spark plug and put it on the end of the wire and see if we got any spark.
You just want a random spark plug?
Just a random spark plug.
You watching? Yeah.
Okay. So we got spark.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
So now you're going to advance it.
Why am I going to advance it?
Well, because if you can see it,
Well, it's up here. It's right here.
so it's retarded. And you're looking at the right mark, right? You're not looking at the wrong mark.
Oh, I don't know that. Go ahead. That's 8 degrees. There goes some gasoline. You want a little in the back one?
Sure.
I mean, we've been cranking on it. Should have some.
No, I don't think it runs the pump fast enough. I think you actually have to have it running.
All right, there's some gasoline. Okay.
gas in there. More gas. No more gas.
Oh, in the thing. Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Not a lot of oil pressure.
Come on. The other gauge said better though.
Yeah.
So just. You want me to put more fuel? I think it was just full of fuel, to be honest.
You ready?
Go ahead. It's right at 8. Dead at 8.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I saw some smoke. It's just the headers.
What do you think? It only wants to run at like full throttle.
Well, it's got spark, so it's got to be fuel, right? Because the timing's on.
Timing's dead at 8.
If the timing wasn't on, we'd have backfires.
Yeah.
So the timing's on, so let's look at fuel.
What does that mean?
Let's crack the line.
Oh, yeah. Do we have fuel?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to see where we have fuel? Where do you want to start? On the fuel pump?
Yeah, is it easy to take the...
Yeah. Right here. You want to disconnect the battery or something? Or are we okay?
No, okay. I'll disconnect the coil. Okay.
Just don't forget that we did that. Okay, here it comes. Nothing. Nothing. It would have been coming up by now.
You would think, because the tank is higher than the...
Yeah, nothing.
So we don't have fuel. So let's try, let's try there. You gonna take it off?
I'm gonna take it off and I think we'll fill it up with the squirt bottle. Fill that filter up with the squirt bottle. Oh, there's some fuel. I found fuel.
Okay.
So there's fuel down there.
Yeah. But we got no fuel for the rest of the line. Now that can be a bad fuel pump, or it could be we just don't have enough suction to suck all that air out of there. But it ran long enough, I would think, to suck it. We'll take that bowl off the fuel filter and fill it.
Would this be, if we took this off, would it just keep leaking fuel nonstop?
If there's no fuel beyond that, no fuel is going to leak out of that.
Like that?
Yep.
You like that?
That's okay.
Fine.
Well, for the grins of it, let's check firing order. Okay, I don't know what firing order is. Small block Chevy, firing order. Okay, let me read it off to you.
Okay.
1-8,
Yeah.
4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2.
Yeah,
That's correct?
that's correct.
All right, let's make sure the wires go to the right plugs.
Okay.
How do I do that? This is number 1 right here.
Number 1.
Okay. This is number 8. That one's good. This one's number 4. And we can't be 180 degrees off. Because it would,
What are you upset about? That one backfired?
yeah.
I think they've given it a fair shot.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. What do you want?
To me, it should fire up.
So you think there's an engine issue?
Hmm?
You think there's an engine issue?
No, I think if there was an engine issue, it wouldn't run at all.
So you think there's a fuel issue?
That's what I was thinking, but
Well, you gotta change something. What do you want to change?
it's not valve adjustment, because if it was valve adjustment, we'd have a lot more problems.
Well, if you're telling me that we're not harming the motor by doing what we're doing,
We're not.
why would we find out more information?
Like what? Run it more? What does that get us?
Well, we don't know anything right now.
And we don't know anything. We run it. We can run it more. I mean, I don't have a problem doing that.
I'm just trying to get it to idle down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead.
All the cylinders are firing.
I got a problem.
What?
That was the wrong timing mark. That was the wrong timing mark.
Which one? The one that you
I
had on there?
sharpied this thing, but it's still black as can be. All right, we've gotten our engine running. We're pretty happy with that. The next step is to adjust the timing. Once the timing is adjusted, we'll let it idle down. And when we're happy with the idle, I think we're going to call this a success for tonight. So that's what we're going to show you now. So
You're gonna have to give it throttle because it's retarded right now, I believe.
yeah, let's go.
popping.
I mean, it sounds to me like a motorcycle with the opening zone. I mean, my motorcycle used to do that.
Yeah.
It would always do
and it
that.
absolutely could do that.
The second I did that to my motorcycle, that's all it would do. Okay, we had a pretty successful day here in the shop. We got the engine running. We set the timing. We got it to idle. The next step for that engine as far as tuning is going to involve putting a different carburetor on it. The carburetor that's on there is from my Oldsmobile. We just used it as a test carburetor to get it running. So once we get the real carburetor on there, we'll tune it a little further. So I just wanted to end the video by going over what we had to do to turn this rolling chassis into something that ran. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the fuel system. We did move the tank from the cab to the back here. We've shown that in other videos, but we had no fuel lines or anything like that. So something that was real important to us was having all hard lines, all 3/8 for the entire fuel system. And that meant that most fuel filters wouldn't work. Most fuel filters have barbed ends, and we don't like having hose with hose clamps all over. So this is a canister style fuel filter with 3/8 fittings on either side. You can see a nice hard line comes up from the tank to the filter, and then we go down the frame rail all the way to the fuel pump. Again, it stays in hard line 3/8 the whole way. So that's the fuel lines and the fuel system. And if you come up here, you'll see the transmission cooler lines. That was another process that we went through. These lines again are all hard lines. These are 5/16. They run up the frame rail all the way to unions and then to secondary pieces that go to the cooler. That way all these pieces can be taken out, everything we wanted to be serviceable. Here's the front side of the cooler lines I was talking about. We've mounted the transmission cooler up here. My father made a pretty neat bracket for this. He actually made it out of the old radiator core support. We bought a new one. He cut up the old one and used this piece. We liked using that piece because it makes it all look stock. It makes it look like it might have belonged there. So the cooler's mounted here. Lines come down, they go into the radiator. We like this, nice and clean, kind of out of sight. When this truck's all together, you'll have a hard time seeing any of that. Also, up front you'll see, just for quick display, my father put these 3 gauges. So when we're running, we can keep an eye on everything. We've got a temporary set of wires run, kind of out of the way. This powers the coil. And then we've got all the battery hookups kind of done on the floor so we can run this thing. So to sum up the video here, we're happy with the way the motor ran for now. We're going to move forward with the process of tuning it, and there will be more. Stay tuned.